I like I mean I agree with Danny. I feel like that's like a thing that like it's like a given. Yeah, that's a good thing. I last night I was having trouble sleeping and I tried this thing. You guys probably heard of it, but ASMR. I really try to give it a chance. It's not it's not good. At least for me, it wasn't good at all. Like I was trying it and it just was so cringy. So cringy. Like just like listening to the girl talking. And it was usually some fucking chick with big ass tits, like doing sexual innuendos. But making, you know, sexual innuendos, making like comforting, I don't know, comforting sounds, I guess. ASMR is essentially like when people talk like this. And like they'll do things like this. They'll tap on the fucking mic like that. And they'll do other stuff. Like my mic's not meant for ASMR, but they'll have like a 2-ear set. Yeah, I'll fucking show you. I'll fucking show it. ASMR. Yeah. Let me show you what ASMR. See, like you even saw me reading, you watching it. Like, see, you see that shit? That's what ASMR is. You see how she's doing that with her fingers? You see? That's what ASMR is. Yeah, it's pretty cringy. I gave it a chance, bro. I gave it a chance. This is not my thing. Again, no. No. I think... No. No. I just don't see it. I would say I would like you. Okay. I did like that you can disengage here, which is pretty good. I would like you to walk up a little bit though. I don't like it. Yeah, it's some people are into it. I'm not, you know. So you know, to each their own. You know, I'm into some pretty weird shit myself. So I can't judge people. I can't judge people who like ASMR because I'm into like probably weirder shit than them. I like that you can test the Genji though. I would like you to have walked up here and played close because Eva has a pretty bad fall off and your effective radius is pretty much where that Reinhardt is. So you kind of want to play close. And that's assuming like they're like a thick body. Like if it's somebody like similar like an Ana, then you want to even play closer than that. But just play close to that wall. As soon as that Reinhardt pins, as soon as that Reinhardt pinned, I see that you're attempting. Just play a little closer. Just play a little closer. Good P on the Ana. I would have liked you to been a little more dominant on that Reinhardt since he pinned it. Like you started dominant and then you kind of backed off. You should just you didn't have to commit your shift or anything like that, but definitely like going on his face about it. Watch out, Junkrats will definitely try to do that. And whenever you see a Junkrat in a closed room, just assume there's a trap somewhere on your path. You should be. Nice, good. That was pretty good. That was pretty good, actually. Nice. Solid plan. I would say my dog chooses to lay right behind my chair. That's cute. I would say for your matrix use, you're using a little too often. I would try to avoid things like that what you just did there. Like, I've been seeing a lot of these. Like, some of your matrices are pretty good, but some of them are just like for example, this one right here. You just kind of like, you kind of just waste it randomly. And then like, you do a bunch of those and then like see? Like that again, did it again. And you just been doing that constantly. And I mean, now they're not really committed, so you're not doing as much, but when they're in middle of fights and you use it, like Matrix is only 2 seconds, so you have to literally make every millisecond count. I would like you throwing that up. Oh shit, yeah. I'm trying to get out, yeah. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll do that. Unlucky. Yeah, no, okay, just throw it up and try to run away. I'll be honest, bro. I kind of fucking forgot about the Nano Genji. I forgot to mention for you to run away. Yeah, don't take that fight. Get out of there. What the fuck? What the fuck? So once you're about here and you saw that he was getting healed up, right? And you got to like 400, now 360, this should have been your cue just to get the fuck out and just fly away. No reason to try to take this one gun, you're not gonna win it. That's pretty funny. That was actually pretty funny. I would say at this point you have to commit to one of these things. So you have kind of like 3 options here. You have either the commit. You can either commit on the Junkrat, commit on one of the back lines, or help with the front line. So you have 3 options. I could see either of them working out for you. It just depends on your playstyle. I think here you're just kind of trying to you just need to, like, you have the options in front of you. You just need to choose which one you're gonna do. You can't just sit between the middle and just sprinkle them from a mile away. Like, you just need to commit to one of those. Honestly, like, I probably would have helped front line, but you could also 1v on the Junkrat and probably win. But yeah, just a little sooner. I think if you find yourself in this situation, like you're not sure who to focus, just default with the front line, especially when the Reinhardt is right there in front of you. But you do end up finding choice. Oh, winnable. Like, you see what I mean? Like, you see, you're trying to go for the backline a lot, and you're just sprinkling, like, just help with the Ryan. He's literally right underneath you. He's right there. He's right there. And you're trying to spring, like, you're doing, like, really minor damage to them. Oh shit, here they are. Yikes. Bye-bye. You're down 2 right now. I would back up from this fight. You're just feeding a charge. You're not gonna gain. Yeah. Yeah. So a couple of things. A little bit of a greedy Braum, and on top of that, the positioning was off. You just gotta be like the cool kids, you know, and just like not look at your bomb explosion. That's the safest way. Just like let it go through, and then like your immediate instinct should just be to get the fuck out. Because you kind of just walked into them, and then yeah, that's it. That will cause your death 9 out of 10 times. And also the bomb was a little greedy, because even with that 2k bomb, like think of it this way, even with that 2k bomb, all you did was made the fight even, and then you died. Now you're down a person again. Like think of it that way. Like that's how you would have to got like at least 3 people with that bomb, and that's like one person is already a lot. 2 people is crazy, and then 3 people is just insane. You have to kind of like weigh the difficulty of the situation. Help with the run. It's one thing I keep seeing from you. Yeah. I feel like you're not getting out. Like, whenever you're in bad situations, like that's why D.Va's so good. Like she can just get out. Like, you see how he's like playing right next to you? Just leave. Just leave. Like you have a shift for a reason. I feel like you're not using your ability to your advantage. Just leave. So D.Va's fucking annoying. Baby D.Va's fucking nice, so make sure to crouch spam. It really, oh nice. Really makes a big difference. That ramp out of shatter, yeah. You're like, I'm staying Baby D.Va. I'm fucking popping off. I'm staying Baby D.Va. You need to play a little more forward. There's no reason to help you with bomb. Bomb is one of those things that you don't commit resources to it unless you can kill it quickly. Don't commit resources to it. You just kind of have to deal with it and play LOS. Like you should have been helping the front lane sooner, but it's okay. Go for him. Go for him. Oh, too deep, bro. Too deep. I know the Junkrat looked juicy. Which is actually the Junkrat would have been better in the focus from the start, since he is like the most high position. I just been saying the front lane more because usually the back line has been in position, but this guy is severely out of position. Should have punished him a little sooner. Maybe would have got confirmed the kill. But as soon as you realize that like you're at 200 HP, like you doing this at this second, you should have realized that it was unreasonable. Like I would have even gone for the shift. I personally would have even gone for the shift. But at this point, when you went in, you should have just realized like, actually no, like there's no point in finishing it. It's just too risky. Like by the time you haven't even started it and you're at 200 HP, it was just really risky. And you learn to give up, like learn to like give up fights. Like sometimes it's just, you know, you miss a kill, but it's just how it is. Brig, get that lean home. Shield's up.
Shield's going down.
Yeah, dude, you really need to charge your shield, bro. Good capitalization on there. I would say I would say try to get your team to push up, but I mean this isn't plat or gold plat. This is basically plat. It's hard to say. Normally a character like Brigida can't really push up on her own, and unless your team follows, it's not gonna be anything. So it would be better for you guys to push up, but it's hard to say how your team would react in platinum. Same thing. Make sure to use it. Make sure to use it. Make sure to examine everybody before you use it. Like for example, here your Widow needs it more. Your Widow needs it more than them. Make sure to charge your shield. I keep saying that. If you're gonna aggress, like one thing I keep saying, like in every character you play, is you're not sure whether you should aggress or not. Like you're kind of like, if you want to stay in this state, that's fine. Like that's a good state to be in, like where you could feel like you can back out. Like you're in a position to where you can back out anytime you want, but at the same time you can't commit. So that's the problem. You need to be in a position where you can commit anytime you want and you can't back out. And like a position like that would be over here, where you're closer to cover, where you're close enough to the front line where you can commit anytime you want to, but you're also close enough to where you can just back out whenever you want. Like that's kind of the position you want to be in. Not in a very, like this is a very passive position. Like pretty much you put, oh shit, yeah. Graviton Arissa? Oh shit. And Hanzo? The fuck? That's a lot of cues.
What are we doing? Spread out.
Zenyatta. I'm not being mean, but Ash looks like a bomb Brig like me. That's toxic, dude. Toxic. I'm not trying to be toxic. That's hell toxic. Bro, you need to keep orb on your teammates. Like your Roadhog has been out there for a while. You could put orb in him from the start. Generally, the people you want to put the orbs on, it's more, orb is a very like an invest heavy ability. So what I mean by that is it's such low healing over time that you need the orb to be on them before they even get low. You're pretty much, the orb is more of a, you're basically using it to prevent people from getting low, not when they're low and then putting the orb on them, if that makes sense. So like for example here, your Roadhog is obviously in the front line. Just put the orb on him. Oh wait, not here. Not here. Here. Like for example right here. Wait, you might. Just refresh the orb on him. You had it on him. I don't know why. Maybe you forgot. Anyways, just refresh the orb on him. Yeah, then he ends up dying. But it's not, I mean, I'm not saying he would have lived, but, you know, better chance. Remember what I said, Ash, about whenever you feel like you're struggling with an angle, just go to a different, oh, you're gonna do that right now, actually. Hog champ. Nah, you should be doing that, yeah. That's it. That was literally exactly what I was about to fucking say.
The other guy, they're on the other side, so we have to move in. Shield's going down though. Shield's still going down.
I'll say take that high ground. I would say take the high ground.
Oh shit.
Good aggression. Good aggression.
Okay, keep pushing payload for now.
The flank would have been actually a pretty good choice here too. Like that flank down there would have actually been a pretty nice choice to go for a quick little right click and just get out just in case something goes wrong.
Okay, keep pushing payload for now. What's the status on never mind.
Oh, nice.
Junkrat over here, Junkrat over here. It's trapped, don't go in here.
Yeah. Unluckers. That was just unlucky.
Junkrat over here, Junkrat over here. It's trapped, don't go in here.
I would say it's your fault, but you're just kind of relying on your Ryan, and he just kind of let you down. And then the Widow just randomly got a headshot because apparently she can aim walls and yeah, that was just unlucky. Sometimes, you know, that's just Overwatch. Sometimes you can't control certain things. A cool thing to know whenever you orb somebody and they go out of your LOS is it will actually heal them for 90. So that's a cool little thing to know. So you can do math. Yeah, sometimes I do math. Like I'll see their health. They're like, oh, they're about half HP. So I'll just orb them and then I can move out of sight. Because normally you have to stay in sight, right? But if you just go out of sight while the orb's on them, it'll heal them for 90. Because it stays on for 3 seconds and it's 30 seconds. Ooh, big fucking trans. Nice trans. Get out of there. Well, the Mercy, aren't you? Okay, okay, okay. That mini, nice. You got this, you got this. Nice. That was really good. Good retreat there on the mini. That was really good. Okay, so as far as I'm seeing, Ash, there's still two big issues. I mean, sorry, you fixed a lot of your issues where you'd overaggress and stuff like that. So I'm glad that you're not overaggressing. So that's already a good thing. So like you definitely improved. The thing that though we should be focusing on right now though is okay, wait 1 second. Okay, now this is the second time I heard you yawn. It's making me yawn too. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I would say that the two things that's going on is you still panic when you're low HP. Like whenever you see like something juicy, like you'll go for it. You need to control those urges a little more. Like try to think to yourself like, hey, we're down 2 people, maybe I shouldn't ult here, or oh, I'm like really low HP, maybe I shouldn't go in that deep. Like just learn to like accept certain things. Like yeah, you want to do certain things. Like there's a lot I want to do all the time, but I'll give them up because I understand that the chances of me succeeding in that is very low. Another thing is you need to be more you need to commit a little. Like sometimes you'll play I guess the best thing to say is you play too passively. Like obviously I'm not telling you to go back to your ways where you're over aggressing over time. What I'm saying is you do want to stay in position to where you can engage. You can engage whenever you want, but you can also disengage. And ways to figure that out, the ways to like determine that is just use cover. Like cover is a big tool for that. You can be in a position to where like you're running from the enemy team, but at the same time, if they decide to push on you, you can back out at your will. Oh, okay. As for Winston, so you need to no. Okay. You need to be playing this, especially since this diva flew, so she has no fly. You need to jump on this high ground. What that does is you'll be able to zap everybody that's down here, down here. You basically would deny this whole thing by yourself, and this diva couldn't punish you at all. And if someone decided to try to hurt you, you put the bubble down. By the time your bubble wears off, you'll be out of the fight. You see how everyone's grouped up over there? You see that? Just imagine if you're sitting on this position, you'd be zapping everybody, like basically pushing everyone from this position and making a free team. Yeah, don't come in. Yes.
Wait, go back inside if you.
Oh, what the fuck? That was. You just need to get used to Winston's jump. And then you got mine on top of that. That's funny. Is that on? I'm not gonna need. That Mercy just did not heal her at all. What the fuck?
He's dead.
Well, that one's just. You're just not getting healed.
Dead.
Yeah.
Stay on payload.
Still trying to figure it out. Like, yeah, you're just not getting healed.
He's dead.
You are 300. You should have. This is a tough one because like you should have been able to aggress this, but your teammates are just not healing you. Your Moore is just not healing, so. Just try to assume that they're not gonna heal. I guess that would be my best advice. Just assume your teammates are not gonna heal you, and just like play accordingly. Like you're at 327 HP. When you look, like as soon as you jumped here, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't recommend this as you go higher in ranks, but for now, like as soon as you see this, you're at 327 HP. You look at the Astra, you should just backed out from the get-go. You shouldn't have to do that, but your Moore is just not paying. Like she's just fucking doing whatever the fuck she is over there. Take that high ground. This is was Winston. There's before Brigida, you had an excuse to stay in cart, and Winston, there's no excuse. You should be always pushing up. Go to this high ground, set up on top of them, and then just drop on them without using your cooldowns, and then harass them as much. Like you want to do that. You want to set up here for when the fight starts, and as soon as the fight starts, then you drop down, harass them, and then you can back out with your jump anytime you want. Like you always need to be thinking ahead with Winston. So you should be jumping on that top left high ground. That's what I'm trying to say. Work on your jumps for sure. Yeah, you're fucking dead.
What? Wait, that makes no sense. I was fucking behind the payload.
You're honest.
I'm almost there.
You're honest. So fucking funny. What the fuck? I would have if I were there. You said I would have if I were there? Then. Let's go, dude.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should. You're wasting too much of your ammo. You just need to get used to Winston's range and learn it so you don't waste your ammo so when they're outside your range. Because I've been seeing that a lot from you. Yeah, fuck up that Mercy, bro. I would have chased him. Hogs though is so much better. Holy shit! You know they did change it how it works. Now they make it so when you get hit, it launches you up a little bit so that they basically it just keeps it, you can stay comboed in his ultimate for longer. Essentially, they didn't increase the knockback. See, okay, see, this is what exactly I've been talking about. Like you need to have been doing this like all the time, like the whole time. Like this is exactly what you're doing. Like you see how you like just from you jumping, like just you're not even like doing that much damage, but like just from your presence alone, it forced Ash to go back. Like you need to have been doing that from the start. You get this, like as you play Winston, you get the hang of it. Oh, you guys need to win this. Big pop off, big pop off. Okay, okay. Whenever you're primaling, you just need to commit to something. So for example here,
Monkey on me.
you're kind of, here it wasn't that bad. You're trying to get the Winston off your team, the Diva as well, so that's not bad at all. As soon as you realize it was ulting, you're not going to do enough damage to make I would have healed for him if I were there. Oh my god. Just commit, like, you needed to commit to one of the backlines. I personally would have gone for the... I don't like going for Junkrat when I'm ulting because he just fucking deletes you. But I definitely would have gone for the Anon and Ashe. But it's okay. Stop using your builds defensively. They're used... You want to use them solely aggressively. You see how it just went down so quickly? Like this is what happens when you use your bubble defensively. It just goes away instantly. It doesn't even give enough value for it to want to use it defensively. And you're investing too much damage on the tanks when there's like a... Normally, I do help out with tank busting as Winston. But the thing is, whatchamacallit? Like you can help people with the tanks as Winston. But that's if it's like early on in the fight or they're out of position and like there's no one else to go for. But here you have like pretty much you want to default to tanks when there's no one else to go for. But here like there's like, look at all these people here. They're just asking to be jumped by you. They're just asking for it. But it's been really hard but it's okay. Do you guys lose this? Oh, no fucking way. No fucking way. No. You almost C9'd. Holy shit. What happened here? Again, 143 HP. No bubble, no nothing. A little aggressive. Yeah, a little aggressive. Yeah. And then you also see that crit. Oh, is he gonna teabag you? Oh, okay. I would have teabagged. I would have gone with your Zenyatta over your Brig, but it's okay. Your Zen actually did more work. Good save. Your Ana is just like so fucking... What the fuck?
We need our Junkrat to take care of that fucking Bastion.
What you can do about that Bastion? Yeah. You guys are down too much at that point. I'm glad you're switching to Zen though. May? God.
Yeah, let's get we can get high ground.
You know what's so cringy? I hear these exact same strats in Grandmaster. It's like, what are these guys talking about? Like, is this where people learn their strategies? Like, they'll fucking play a lower elo, like, this worked when I used to be platinum, and then they just apply it to the Grandmaster. I think that's what happens, bro. It makes no sense. You need to be in the habit of discording instantly, because discording not only gives you more damage, but it gives you wall hacks. It literally gives you fucking wall hacks. You need to use that to your advantage, because you can fuck up people when they try to corner peek you. The fuck. Also, I would be trying to set up a flank on the Bastion. Your team is probably not going to win the shield war. But what you can do is demand attention. Oh. What you could have done is demand attention. You could have basically forced the Bastion to either get out of the position he is, or just die to you. If you had gone for a flank, you could have forced that attention on him. Like, what I mean by that is, as soon as you if you Discord this guy, you figured out, like, okay, you could have seen if he either ran away or tried to come in. You could figure it out. If he runs away, then you could, like, I think he ends up running away. You could have just set up on the bridge here, and as soon as the fight started, right, you would have been up there shooting down on the Bastion. Yeah, the Junkrat did actually end up running away. Yeah, there's no question in my mind. Holy shit. People learn strats when they're in fucking plat. Holy shit. Do you guys end up playing this one? Oh, nice. That's huge. Oh, you're more saved the day.
Kill the Bastion, kill the Bastion. Bastion's one, Bastion's one. Oh, nice. Okay.
Trans. You need a trans. Ooh, you need a trans like a lot. That was risky as fuck, bro. You need a trans sooner.
We gotta touch it, guys.
Think this way. You need to put the Discord on the Bastion. You currently have a Zarya. The Bastion is like the biggest problem. You need to put the Discord on the Bastion as soon as you can. You miss him again on the Rissa. I mean, I guess the temp was there, but it was just unlucky. Here, your team is extremely low, right? So your Ryan's low, your Moore is low, right? And then your Orisa ult. So now on top of everyone being low, right? I think I'm doing better on my Genji. Oh, Pog Champ. Genji's a pretty hard hero. Yeah, dude. Practice him. He's like one of those. I think Genji's really dynamic. I have a good time with him. So on top of everyone being low, everyone also has 50% damage on top of you. So as soon as you got that trans, you needed to spam that trans, bro. Maybe gone for one shot, another shot on the head. Maybe try to attempt another shot on the head. But you definitely should have just pressed Q right away. Like, just go for maybe one more shot and then just instantly spam Q, because your team is low and you're basically risking their lives. You're basically risking their lives. Fortunately, Moira does end up coming clutch and healing your team without somehow dying. More so, the opponents are terrible. But you can't rely on that all the time. You need a trans like. You generally want to trans when people are on half HP, and when they're like crit, like, you need to trans right away. Oh. Pog Jam, good job. Jen, I think basically what I'm trying to say here is, so like I said earlier, pretty much you need to work on your, there's definitely a lot of improvement, but you definitely need to work on over aggressing when you're low, and using cover more so you can play more aggressive positions, allowing you to both disengage and or engage whenever you want. On top of that, I would say you don't really set up for next fights. Try to set up. Like, that's something I've been trying to tell you a lot. Yeah, what's up, Bailey? How's it going? I would say try to work on your setups a lot more, because there's definitely a lot of fights you definitely could have had a better chance of winning if you had set up prior shit. Yeah, what's going on, Bailey? What's this? Oh shit. Genji montage. Dude.